Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you've never been here, please do subscribe and let's talk on the comments below so we can get to know each other. And if you are already in my channel, welcome back. So nice to see you here. So today's video is going to be about how to start traveling and seeing new places. So let's get right into it. So for me, there are 4 things that you need to start traveling. 4 most important things. First of all is interest. Second is time, and then money, and then visas. So these are 4 important things. The first and number 1 is interest. If you have interest of traveling, if you have interest of anything, you always go out there and make it happen. You know, like it doesn't matter if it is traveling, it doesn't matter if it is painting, it doesn't matter if it is horse riding or whatever. Even if you have money, you don't have the time, whatever, you always work hard to get to that because that's something that interests you a lot. So if your interest is about traveling, you will make it happen. There is no obstacles to do it. I am like a great example of that because my interest is travel and I make it happen, like even though I have a whole lot of things stopping me from doing it. I'll get to that in a minute. Second is time, because time is very important because most of the time we're working, we're studying, we're spending time with our family, we're doing all these type of things, and we always say like, I don't really have the time. So you need to have time to go traveling because it can't really just be like, I get up and go, as most of us can, most of us can't. So that's another thing. The third is money. Money. As much as it hurts us, money rules the world, and money is very important. It is very silly for people to say like, I don't need a lot of money to travel. You need money. Like you like it or not, you need money. You need money for your flights, you need money for your hotels or Airbnb, you need money for food, you need money to go into museums. Let's be real, like you need money. Without money, there's no traveling. Okay, that's also important. And the last one, but not least, is the visa. Visa is very important for most of Europeans, Americans, Canadians, Australians. Don't really feel that, but for us third world country passport holders, it is super important because without it we can't really get into places. So those are the 4 main important things. So you might say like, okay, I have the interest, but I don't have the money to go. Okay, let's say you would say, I don't have the money to go. Well, I'm not a millionaire. I don't have extra cash running around, but I make it happen. How do I do that? Okay, so for me, how I make my money is like I work 6 months and I don't work 6 months off. So this way I maintain the work for the money and then the 6 months for the time. So I try to balance that out. But to mind you, this is not good for if you're trying to have a career, or if you are trying to get married, or if you're trying to have a relationship. My interest is travel, so I didn't care about any of those things. So just be mindful of the things that you do. And so if you're working full time and then you don't want to do this 6 months and 6 months off, and you don't have that possibility, what you can do is you work, but don't spend your money on everyday basis for unnecessary things. What I mean about that is like we usually go out, like for me, you never see me out for dinner with inexpensive places, or you'll never see me out buying expensive, lavishing things, clothes, shoes, whatever. Like unnecessary cost I cut out because I have winter shoes, I have summer shoes, I have flip-flops. That's all I need. Because I have other things that I want to do with this money rather than just having material things. Hey, don't get me wrong, I am a girl and I like pretty things. But if that means that I can't have the experiences I could have with this money, then that's out the door. So try to make your expenses less. If you go out every weekend, don't go out every weekend, because that money you save can take you somewhere. You might not think, oh, it's not a lot. It is a lot. If you spend 50 euros just on going out, just on 1 week, on like not even on 1 week, that's like I'm talking about minimum. If you're going out for a weekend, few beers, that's already 50 euros. Minimum. But I'm not even talking about like going to dinner and, you know, like if you go out 3 times, or even your coffee, take your coffee from home. Your water, buy a big bottle, have your own bottle. This way it's also good for the environment. And take water from your home. Like, be like cheapskate as you can. Save your money. Like, save every penny and put it in a jar for your travels. That's one way you can save money. And also, if you can get like an extra job to save money, that's another way. So, and then the place that you want to go, if it is expensive or not, that's also like how much money you're willing to spend to do that or to go there. That's one. And second, like I said, interest is number one and very, very important. So if you don't have that like desire and interest, you won't have the energy to be saving the money, or to be, you know, like so into saving, or, you know, like saying no to your weekends and your dinners and not going out with your friends on a Friday night. So you need to have that desire and interest. And the money, let's say you have the interest and the desire, let's say you have the money now. So the next one is the time. So the time, normally you have 1 month off work every time, like every year. I don't know about Americans, but in Europe you have 1 month off a year. And in Ethiopia, I don't think you really have that, but you can always ask your boss for like, you know, you need to take a week off, 2 weeks off, try to make, I don't know how vacation work in your cities or in your situation, but then that's how you make it. If you're having like 3 days off work because of a holiday or because of work, do extra work to have that days off. That's the time. And then the last is a visa. So the visa is another issue that we struggle with. Like, lots of people see me traveling and they're like, oh yeah, because maybe you have I have Ethiopian passport. It's very difficult for me to travel to places. I have all the difficulties that you're facing, especially if you're like from third world country. I face these problems every day. I don't have that possibility of just getting up and going and getting the visa from the door, like from the immigration by the airport. So if the visa is your problem, and for you to get the visa is more difficult, just to try to look up to places where you can go without a visa. Like as Ethiopia, I think we have now about like 40 countries that we can go to without a visa. So that's a lot of countries. Like they're not 100% without a visa. But there are countries that allow you that to get a visa at the immigration, like in the airport. You can just pay in the immigration and then they give you the visa right there. Or like Haiti and Singapore or something, you don't even need a visa, just go. So those are my advices to you. And if you're from Europe and America and and Australia and Canada, and if you're complaining about not traveling, I will be really upset with you. Like seriously, because you guys have it so easy, you don't even know. It's like the diamond you have in the hand, you see it like a rock. Seriously, like you guys don't know how easy it is for you guys to travel. Like the passport that you have is gold. You can go anywhere. All my friends in Europe, they always complain like, oh, how do you travel this much? Where do you get the money? And I'm like, sweetheart, we work in the same place together, but you don't see me in the weekend going out. You don't see me spending my money on clothes. You don't see me spending all this stuff. We make the same amount of money, but we do different activities. But you have more of the possibility of going to places than I do, because you have the passport that allows you to go anytime, anywhere. So like, don't underestimate that power that you have in that little in that little passport. That is just wow. So if you are European or, you know, like from first world country, you have it easy. And if you're from third world country like me, you don't have it easy when it comes to visa or saving money or whatever, but you can start in your own town. Go to small places. Like for me, when I started traveling, the first place I went to was called Debre Berhan, which was like I think I was like 17 or something. I took a bus and I just went there because I have this stick and I have this desire to go and see places. So I just took a bus and my family didn't even know, and I kind of went there. Bad idea, don't do that. And like that, like I just started going to Debre Berhan, Debre Zayt, Nazret, Mojo, like, you know, all of these small towns that are around me, and I was just taking bus and I would just go there, Zuwai, like, you know, and Awash, Shashamani. Like I just did all of these little towns that are around my city. Like from my city, I'll take like the bus and go. Like if you're in Ethiopia or if you're anywhere and you don't have lots of money or you don't want to go through the you know, the visa or the whatever process, on your weekends you can just go to a town nearby you. It doesn't necessarily have to be outside of your country. Traveling is not just going out of your country, it's about exploring new things. And like sadly, we don't really explore our own country or our own city, that we're always like trying to see other things. So you can start with your own city and then go through the places around you, like, and then that's how you can start. And then after you do all of that, then you can aspire for more. But if your aspiration is just to go somewhere else, and if you're in Ethiopia, you can just go to Kenya. Like you have it so close, you know what I mean? And you don't need a visa. So you just, that's like, it doesn't, what I'm trying to make a point about this is like, it doesn't necessarily have to be something so far away. Don't try to reach something like there when you can just start from here. You know, like let's not try to go all the way there. Start from here and then gradually going up. That's what I did. So I saw like lots of villages and lots of towns in my country before I left my country and started exploring. And ever since then, I haven't been able to stop because I always have that thick that I need to go, I need to go, I need to go, I need to see, I need to explore, I need to learn. So if you have that desire and take an interest, here are the tools for you. It's interest and desire, money, time, and visas. So I hope you like this video, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and subscribe if you're not subscribed so you can see my next videos. Thank you very much and have a beautiful day.